Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Lilian Uja, and today I want to be sharing with you a new pilot program. It's called the new Work Permit Innovation Pilot Stream, and I want to share with you all about this new work permit that's just been released by the Canadian government. I want you to watch this video to the very end so that you don't miss any vital information. Now, what is Innovation Stream Pilot? Now, the Innovation Stream Pilot is a new work permit released by the Canadian government that allows certain Canadian companies to hire highly skilled foreign workers from outside Canada into Canada without an LMIA. Now, what is an LMIA? LMIA means Labor Market Impact Assessment. This is usually the document that is needed by foreign workers to work in Canada if they are employed by Canadian employers. But right now, this new pilot stream is saying that you don't need an LMIA to be eligible for this pilot. Jobs with NOC code 0123 are considered highly skilled roles and are qualified to be, they are eligible for this program. So it means that if your NOC code falls under 0, 1, 2, or 3, then you are eligible to apply under this program. I will drop the NOC code tool finder so that you can check to see if your NOC falls within this category. You will find that NOC code tool finder in my description box below or in my pinned comments so that you can check. One notable aspect of this new pilot stream is that family members can also apply alongside the primary applicants, and they'll be given an open work permit which allows them to work for any employer they choose to work for while they're in Canada. Now, one thing you need to notice is that the pilot is going to run for 2 years. But if you get employed under this program, you'll be given a 5 years employer-specific work permit, which allows you to work for only specific employers, okay? But your family members will be given an open work permit, which allows them to work for any employer of their choice. This program falls under the Canada's Hypergrowth project. Canada is trying to, create growth and encourage companies to employ foreign workers who are highly skilled from outside the country to make impact here in Canada. And they are trying to, give their best to give them their support to these companies to help them scale, while doing this. Like I explained to you earlier, there's certain companies that are qualified under this Hypergrowth project, okay? And I'm going to be listing out those companies for you so that when you are seeking for employment, you know the companies that fall under this category. If you've watched this video to this very point and you're finding value, I want you to support me by liking my channel. Click on the like button, support me by subscribing to my channel, share my videos so that more people who need this information can get this information. Thank you for all the support. The following companies have been selected for the Canada Hypergrowth project. The first one is ADA, the second one is Alaya Care, the third one is Cellcata, fourth one is Clarius, the fifth one is Clio, the sixth one is DPG, Duchesnay Pharmaceutical Group. Seventh one is Lightspeed, and the eighth one is Vive. Now, I'm going to put those things on my screen so that you can see the right spelling, and then you'll be able to know the right companies I'm talking about. Now, employers from these companies are the ones qualified to employ foreign workers from across the globe and bring them to Canada throughout the length of this pilot, which is going to run for 2 years. And remember, like I said, you're going to be getting a 5-year employer specific work permit from this program. For now, it is stated that Innovation Pilot Stream would run for 2 years, so it's going to end in March 2026, except otherwise stated. But this is what has been stated so far. Now, let's talk about the eligibility criteria, okay? We know that this program is for select employers in Canada, okay? So what this means, therefore, is that you will first need to get a job offer from any of those companies I just listed. Once you get employed, or once you get an employment offer from any of these companies, you will then need to apply for an LMIA exempt work permit through the IRCC secured portal. Once you have applied for that, you have to wait, okay, for your application to be approved or decided on, and then if you are approved, then you can now move to Canada. If you're applying yourself, you're moving alone, but if you're applying with your family members, then you'll be moving with your whole family. And once you come in, of course, your family members, if it's your spouse, will be getting an open work permit, and if you have children, they'll be getting a study permit. as the case may be. Now let's talk about the length of time it might take you to process this application and get into Canada. We know that this is like I said, employer specific work permit, and this is a new stream. It's an innovative, pilot stream, and the government is trying to, support these employers, or to get talents from across the globe into Canada. So they're trying to make it as fast as it can be. So if you're applying under the NOC 0 or 1 code, if your NOC falls under 1 or 0, then your work permit processing might take as much as 2 weeks. It means therefore that it might take you from the time of application, getting a job and applying for your work permit, it might be up to a month, and you are on your way to Canada, because I'm trying to make it as fast as possible. But if your NOC code falls under 2 or 3, then you might have to do more than 2 weeks. It might be more than a month as well. So that is not certain. And I don't know why there's this differential. I don't understand why, but this was what was stated by the immigration officer concerning this program. So therefore, to be eligible for this program, number 1, you must have a job offer from any of these, employers under the innovative pilot stream. Okay. Secondly, your offer of employment must fall under the NOC code or TEER code 0, 1, 2, or 3. Thirdly, the employer must be willing or ready to pay you a competitive wage salary that is common or prevalent amongst industry standards. Fourthly, if you're already in Canada, okay, you must have a valid temporary resident status, okay? It must not be invalid. It must not be illegal. So you must have a valid temporary resident status to be qualified to apply under this program. So now I'm going to be reading out the current positions that are available under the innovative pilot stream, okay? I'll read out the current positions that are available right now. So if you fall under this, if you have experience under any of these positions or occupations, you might want to apply. Okay, so the first one is Director of Marketing. This falls under TEER code 0. And we have Business Intelligence Analyst. It falls under TEER 1. And we have Data Modeler. It falls under TEER 1 as well. We have Data Scientist. It falls under TEER 1. We have In-house Counsel. It falls under TEER 1. Computer Systems and Software Developers, it falls under TEER 1. Cybersecurity Specialists, it falls under TEER 1. Software Engineers and Designers, it falls under TEER 1. Workplace Experience Coordinator, it falls under TEER 3. So these are some of the occupations that are currently available. And so if you have experience under any of these occupations in demand, you can apply under the innovative pilot stream. Okay, you can also search for more positions, more open positions at the Hypergrowth project companies using the links I'm going to be leaving in my description box. So if you want to search for other job openings, you can go to my description box and click on the links I'll be dropping, so that you can know if you have experience in those fields, and then see if you can apply for this position. Guys, I trust that God will make a way for you. I trust that all your efforts will come to fruition. I do my best to bring out everything I see that is worthwhile, that will make sense to you, and that can help you achieve your dreams of immigration. Let me read exactly how it was stated by the immigration officer. It says, Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, published updated instructions relating to its innovation stream pilot that will allow certain employers to hire highly skilled foreign talent and bring them to Canada without a labor market impact assessment, which is the LMIA. This new program is designed to support Canada's innovative global hypergrowth project. So this is a new project that has been launched by the government of Canada to see how they can bring highly talented individuals from across the globe into Canada to make an impact in the economy of Canada. So if you fall under any of these categories, you might want to take a stand. You might want to apply and see if you be considered for these positions.